Welcome in online lectures about the subjects product design and develops. Today in this lecture we are going to discuss on design for the robustness and the various factors related with the robustness. So the objective of this lecture is apply and study the design approaches like robustness for manufacture the different type of the products, and after completion of these lectures the outcome of this course is the students are able to apply robustness approaches for design the products. So in details, what is meant by the robust? The robust, it means strong and sturdy, and it's also called as the able to hold up. The robust is an important quality of any product which is defined its self value. So taking one small example about the robust, when you are going to market for purchase new either the old products, so our first demand is the product should be robust for the different applications, for the long life, for the its use. Then we are coming on the robustness, the ability of a system to resist change without adapting its initial stable configurations. Robustness, it is also defined as a condition in which the product or process will be minimally affected by source of the variations. So this definition, it is indicate that robustness is not only useful for the product, it is also useful for the various processes. So basically the robust is classified in the two different types. One is the internal variations and one is the external variations. The internal variation is basically present in the industry, in the design sources, in the planning sources. During the manufacturing process of that product, some error is present. These errors is maybe due to some machining operations, some selections of the materials, or maybe due to some process. Even during the manufacturing, some defect is also present, like as painting, denting, some here the chamfer is present, some welding defect is present. Like these are the internal variations for that robustness. Then the second type of this robust is the external variations. So obviously this external variation is present at the end users. If the product is not used properly at the end of the user, then obviously the effect is present on that the product or that the process. So then typical one example is given the environment. If you design that products for the cold conditions, and if user use such product at the hot condition, then obviously due to the difference between the hot and cold conditions, the product is not useful or it's not work properly. So these two are the internal and the external variation is present for the robust. Even the product can be robust against the variation in the raw materials. So means same product is available at the different places, but the material should be the different. The application of that product is same, but its material is different. Even product can be robust against the variation in manufacturing conditions. So here, sometimes some product is manufactured in the industry and same product is manufactured in the some workshop, either the garages. The condition of the manufacturing will be different. In the industry, the accuracy is the main role of the robustness, and in workshop, either the another sources, the accuracy is not the role for the robustness. Even the product also robust against the variation in manufacturing personnels. Also, it's against variation in the end use of the environment. So typically we are given the example about the environments in external variation conditions. Even product also robust against the wear out or the deteriorations, where the rubbing is present between the two surfaces. The selection of material is the main role for the robustness. Its mechanical property is the main role. Its hardness is the main role. So basically, the selection of raw material is the main role for wear out or the deteriorations. The last wear out and the deterioration is basically using the tribology conditions. Then for this robustness, we are use the three examples for the understandings about the robustness. So here the two figure is present. The left figure is the heavy duty trucks and the right figure is indicate the missile. If you observe these two figure, initially your answer is about the robustness is the truck is robust than the missile. So your confusion about the robustness. So based on the observation, we say that truck is robust because the shape and size of the truck is more than the missile. But here, only shape and size is not the parameters for define the robustness. The various parameter is present for the robustness. The example is given. The load carrying capacity of these two products, then shape and size of these two product, speed of these two product, and the application of this product and the modification present in this product. So the application of the truck is for the transportation purpose, and application of the missile is for the army, navy, or the some nation use. The speed of this truck is less as compared to the missile, but accuracy is not required in the road transportation conditions. The more accuracy is required in the missile. The application of the missile is different than the truck. Therefore, the robustness is not only related with the shape and size, it depends on the applications of the product. So here both products are the robust. Then the second example is given, old mobile and the new mobiles. Then again, these two products are also the robust, but the left side product is not useful for continuous modifications. So means now this product is not robustness about the some applications, about the modifications in that systems. See this, the observation is the display of this mobile, left hand side mobile, and display of the new mobile. the display will be increases. The materials for the old mobile is plastic, different type of plastic is present, and here also the material is same, but both materials are the robust, means both are the unbreakable. Then the shape and size is given. The shape of this old mobile is different than the new, size also different than the new. Though the robustness is present for this new mobile is based on its material selection. The toughened material is used for this mobile. Even the toughened glass, either the unbreakable glass, is useful for its display, and here the glass is different. Then the robustness is present in new mobile depends on the modification without disturbing these existing systems for this model. Then we are coming on the third example about the robustness. So here we are choose the one example related with the agriculture. So it's a cultivator. It's a cultivator, and this cultivator is used for internal cultivations or external cultivations for the agricultural use, and it is connected with the tractor arm. So these two knuckle joints is connected with the tractor hydraulic arm, and the above knuckle joint is connected with the extension rod of the tractors, and by using these three, the cultivator will be lift either the down. So here this cultivator is basically classified in the three different parts. First part is the frame of the cultivator, second part of this cultivator is the fun, and the third part of this cultivator is the blade. So why this product is robust, or why the robustness is required for this product? Coming on this detail, this product should be heavy. Reason is this product is useful for share the soil at the agriculture end. During its use, it should not be bent either the twist, because this cultivator is connect with the tractor having 20 to 50 HP capacity of the tractor. So means it should not be bent at the twist, and it is easy to assemble with tractor hydraulic arm and the extension rod of this tractor. So here after the end the extension rod is given, sorry for this mistake. So hydraulic arm and the extension rod is connected with these knuckle joints. So it should be the easily assemble and disassemble with the tractor. So coming on the details, so it's a cultivator frame. It should not be bent, it should not be twist. So means the selection of the raw material is very important for the frame. So here you can use the high strength capacity materials, and you can go for the C channel, either the box type of the cross section. So means it should not be bent at the twist during the operations. The strength of the mechanical property of material should be higher. Then this knuckle joint is maybe connected with this frame by using the weld, either by using the nut and bolt. Even this extension support is present for this arm for avoid the bending of this frame. Based on the selection of the material, based on the raw material, based on the property of this material, It's indicate the robustness of that frame. Coming on the another component of this cultivator, and is the cultivator fan. The upper part of this cultivator is joined with the frame of that cultivator, and this part is used for connect the blade at this inclined surfaces. So during the operations in the field, here the maximum tensile forces is present on these surfaces, and if these forces are the tensiles, so means maybe the fan is fell at these cross sections. So avoid the sharp edges. You can use fillet at the inner fiber and the outer fiber of this material. Even for bending these sections, you can use some supports for the fan, and the fan is like as the capital letter L shape. So means the bending is present due to the tensile forces. Twisting is also present due to the turning the tractor at the time of turning the tractors. So avoid the twistings and the bending. The selection of material is very important parameters for this fan. So it should be solid in cross sections, and the thickness of this fan is more than its load conditions. Then we are coming on the another components of this cultivator, and is the blade. So this length of the blade is 4 feet to 8 feet, depends on the applications of the farmer, and this blade is chamfer at the one end. The reason is during the operations the sharp edge will be shear the soil, either the unnecessary grass which are present in that field. So due to the high length, if the forces is present on this blade, and if you only use 2 supports for this blade, then like as the simply supported beam, then the chances of bending the frame in this way, the maximum deflection is present at these conditions. So avoid the maximum deflections, avoid the maximum bending. You can use 1 support at the middle of this blade, either you can go for the another 2 supports at the middle of this blade. So means if you go for the number of supports for the blade, then chances of bending is minimum. Again, the material of this blade, it should not be wear, or it should not be deteriorations during its operations, because the continuous the shearing is present at this end. So you can go for the high strength materials for the cultivator blade. So means robustness is not only depends on shape and size, it depends on the various conditions. Even here, how to toughen the blade at this section. So here heating operation is required, normalization operation is required. So means a different process is required for improve the strength of this material. Again, another example is also given for the robustness. So here, that all type of the product which are used by the society for its applications or for its use, these all products are the robustness, and it should be the robust based on at conditions, different conditions. Even the softwares and hardwares also be robust, then the robustness. Then the different type of the rules and the regulations of the society, of the government firms, of the private firms. These are related with the processes. If the rules are not robust, if the regulations are not robust, then the disadvantage is there. So number of example is present related to the robust and the robustness. So this lecture is fully depends on the robust and the robustness. It is clear that the robustness is not depends on only shape and size. It depends on the various parameters like as the materials, like as the wear process, like as the different type of the process, or its applications, or maybe its internal variations, or it may be the external variations. So in next lectures we are going to discuss on design for the safety for manufacturing the different type of the products. So these lectures, these are the references. Thanks for watching this video and these lectures. Thank you.